This video will blow your mind. The world's population exceeds 7 billion people, and we are all one of a kind in our own way. However, certain people are far more unusual than the average person. These individuals are so unusual and unique that they are only born once every 1,000 years, from a little child with excellent night vision to a real-life giant that experts cannot explain. So, curious to meet them? Today, we will discuss the top 10 men who are born only once every 1,000 years. Hello people, welcome to the channel Top 10 in the World. As the name suggests, we enlist here the 10 best of any niche in the world and share them with you. So don't miss all these exciting top 10 lists from us. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon right away. So without any further ado, let's begin, shall we? Zhang Rufang is a Chinese lady. She's nearly a century old, which is remarkable in and of itself. But you don't have to look very hard to discover what makes this woman so exceptional. This old woman is the only person known to have developed a horn. Scientists have never seen anything like that before, and they have no clue why she carved the hole. For most of her life, she didn't have access to this space. It wasn't until 2009 that portions of her head's skin started to thicken. After a few years, she developed a lump on her forehead, which quickly turned into a hole. This is referred to as a medical puzzle. It is because scientists are baffled as to why or how it occurred. However, it was most likely a natural occurrence. The horn got most likely comprised of keratin, so it might happen to anyone. It is the same stuff that makes up our hair and nails. Zhang had no idea how long this horn would take to grow. She was concerned that it might continue to expand indefinitely. However, it ultimately came to a halt at a length of 6 centimeters. Zhang was born with one horn on one side of her head, but has now grown a second horn on the other side. Her children have volunteered to take her to the doctor for surgical removal of the horn. However, she has become attached to the horn and refuses to give it up. It is related to the fact that many animals have 2 horns sprouting from their heads, but humans do not. Next is Nong. Do you wish he could see in the dark as you do? Some people have strong night vision than others, but some people believe that eating enough carrots will help you see better in the dark. Nong, on the other hand, has the best night vision on the planet. The Chinese child possesses a real-life superpower. He can see completely in the dark. His night vision is unsurpassed. He is from the Chinese region of Guangxi. His parents had been astonished by him since the day he was born. Even though both of his parents had brown eyes, he had bright blue eyes. It is rare for Asian youngsters. His parents were more fascinated and awestruck by him as he grew older. It is because they saw he could see flawlessly in the dark at an early age. On the other hand, he finds intense sunshine excruciating. Some say his eyes are similar to those of a cat. Nong's eyes emit a bluish-green color when you shine a flashlight on them. It is what happens with cats, and cats are well known for having excellent night vision. The foreign press took up on Nong in 2009. He became known as Catboy after going viral all over the world. He was also awarded a Guinness World Record for being the first human to see perfectly in the dark. However, seeing things in strong sunlight causes him discomfort, which is a decent enough trade-off for excellent night vision. Next, we got the Giant Man. Giants are not only a thing in fairy tales. People can, of course, suffer from disorders such as gigantism. An overabundance of growth hormones causes people to become tall, but that is not the case with this individual. This Guatemalan man suffers from an undisclosed medical ailment. When he and his twin were born, they both had this issue. Unfortunately, only one man lived, and his twin died. He had been suffering from uncontrolled growth since he was a small child. The man's name is Javier, and he doesn't just have to deal with this mysterious physical problem. He also suffers from osteoporosis and hydrocephalus, as well as a severe speech impairment that many people mistake for being edited online, but that's exactly how he comes across. He proceeded to expand to the point that his bones curled due to their size. Javier stands 7 feet and 7 inches tall. He requires round-the-clock care as well as a custom-made bed and clothes. Javier continues to strive to live a regular life. He attended high school and graduated, and he is also an expert computer user. Despite his frightening appearance, he is an extremely polite and friendly person. It's reasonable to say Javier is a one-of-a-kind individual. Next is Bashonev. Having thick lashes and brows is considered to be beautiful. Many individuals, particularly women, spend a lot of money on eyelash extensions. It, however, will not be an issue for an 11-year-old Russian kid. The eyelash boy is his moniker. It is because he has extremely long eyelashes. His brows are also incredibly thick and swirl upwards. His lashes are 2 inches long and are completely real. The unusual eyelash length is roughly 10 millimeters, so this is a significant increase. Most children would not want this if they were to get teased at school. Muin, on the other hand, has embraced his individuality and claims that he is unconcerned with them. He claims that he lives like everyone else and that his eyelashes do not require particular attention. He claims that he is at ease with his eyelashes and eyebrows and has no problems with them. His incredible brows and eyelashes have earned him a place in the Russian Book of Records. Football or soccer is his love, and he aspires to be a professional player when he grows up. He'll undoubtedly stand out on the field. When he walks outside, he naturally attracts a lot of attention. Doctors have examined Muin and determined that he is in perfect health. He only has an overabundance of a gene that induces brow and eyelash development. Next, we have a boy who solves his murder. Do you believe in the concept of reincarnation? What do billions of people all around the world? However, the majority of individuals in Western nations do not. This anecdote, though, may persuade you otherwise. When a 3-year-old Syrian boy said that he had been reborn, his parents got taken aback. The boy is a member of the Druid ethnic group in Syria's Golan Heights. On his head, he was born with a large crimson birthmark. It was thought by his parents to be normal, but when he was 3 years old, he informed his parents that an axe had stolen his life and that the birthmark on his head was where the axe would have struck him. Surprisingly, the youngster informed his parents as soon as he was old enough to communicate. He informed his family that he had got killed by an axe strike to the head in his prior life. Despite never having visited the village before, the youngster understood where he came from. He also recalled his previous life name when he arrived in the community. His parents were told by residents of his past life village that a youngster with the same name had gone missing for years. Surprisingly, the youngster recalled the name of the man who murdered him. When questioned, the individual refused to accept what he had done. However, the youngster led his parents and town to their bones at that point. The man had no choice but to acknowledge what he had been doing for years. Kreutz Harder, a German therapist, chronicled this story. Children Who Have Lived Before Reincarnation Today is the title of a book he wrote. This incredible emptiness is quite unusual, although there are numerous stories of youngsters remembering their previous life. Next is Zanzaman Eli. He has a distinct appearance. He was born in Rwanda. Microcephaly is a condition that he suffers from. It shrinks his head in comparison to the rest of his body. Unfortunately, many of the local people are unaware of this and regularly taunt him. Unfortunately, several of the communities he lives near ridicule him about it daily. As a result, he spends a lot of time in the bush and occasionally just eats grass. He is noted for running quickly and has got known to cover a 20-mile distance in a single day. His mother thinks he's attractive despite his unusual appearance. Sadly, his mother had already lost 5 children before he was born. Zanzaman is her sole kid that has survived. His mother, on the other hand, is unable to work. It is why they're currently surviving on donations from generous individuals on the internet. It is great that they've gotten donations from all across the world. Strangers from all over the world, on the other hand, treat them better than their fellow villagers. Victoria Wright is a writer. When Victoria was born, she appeared to be like any other baby. Her life and face were irrevocably changed when she was 4 years old. Cherubism is a rare genetic illness she had. There are just 200 people on the planet that have this. That makes her 1 out of every 38 million people. Her face got distorted as a result of the sickness. She was often taunted and mocked by both children and adults. Her eyes began to alter as she approached adolescence. She had learned to love herself by the age of 20, and as a result, she stopped caring about anybody who judged her appearance. Doctors even offered to operate on her jaw to diminish its size. Vicky, on the other hand, had accepted her appearance and responded no. Vicky teaches us that everyone has inherent beauty and that we don't need to be concerned about what other people think of us, even if it isn't bad. Vicky is now content with her possessions and even proud of them. Her uncommon looks distinguish her as a powerful individual. The final entry is Nyakim Gatwich. This girl has a stunning and a one-of-a-kind appearance. She is a model who goes by the moniker Queen of Darkness. It is due to her extremely dark complexion. Nyakim's family escaped from South Sudan when she was a child and immigrated to the U.S. Nyakim used to be self-conscious because she was different from other people when she was little. She was even thinking about obtaining a skin lightening procedure, but she gradually learned to embrace herself, and her distinct appearance is now adored by millions of people all over the world. She has over 1 million Instagram followers in addition to being a famous model. But now is the moment for you to speak up in the comments section below. In your opinion, who was the most remarkable individual in this video? Also, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more to come and smash the bell icon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all again later. Until then, peace.